iPads are great for classroom use, especially when you can put them in the hands of children. Sometimes educators are a little apprehensive to hand off their iPad to kids for the sake of something bad happening, but there are a few security measures that you can do to keep your iPad secure. The first of which has been in the operating system since the very beginning, and that is known as restrictions. Under Settings, and then under General, if you scroll up a little bit, you have this option here for Restrictions. So by clicking on Restrictions, it gives you the ability to turn off very specific apps inside of your iPad. So first, enable restrictions, and you have to enter a passcode that only you know. So in this case, I will enter 1, 2, 3, 4. It asks you to verify. And now that you've enabled that, now I have the ability to go through and turn off specific applications. So maybe I wanted to turn off iTunes, and I wanted to turn off Safari, and let's turn off the ability to FaceTime as well. So by doing that, and then going back to the main screen, you'll notice that those applications are now gone. Where I used to have Safari down here on the bottom, they just completely disappear from our view. So now if I hand this off to a student, I can steer them down the path of only using specific apps, or maybe steering them away from using other apps. So going back into Settings, going back into Restrictions, it prompts you for the passcode that, again, only you would know. And then I can go back and turn those back on. And then that gives us the option to have those options back, where now you can see I have Safari down there and FaceTime is back. The other feature that is brand new to iOS 6 is something called Guided Access. And to enable Guided Access, again, we'll go back into Settings, and we're going to scroll up a little bit more, and we're going to click on Accessibility. And then right down here underneath Learning, you have the ability to turn on or off Guided Access. What that does for you is it allows you to limit access to a specific application. So let's say, for example, I wanted my kids to get a better understanding of how to read. And so I have some very specific apps in here. One of my favorites for younger kids in kindergarten and first grade is this Be Big with Clifford. And so as the application comes up, inside of any application, if you triple click home, let me go ahead and click on play real quick. So if I triple click home, 1, 2, 3, it brings up this option for guided access. Now I can specify a specific area by enabling the touch option. I can turn on or off the ability to move the iPad and use the gyroscope. But what I like to do is just click on the Start in the top menu, and now guided access has started, and now I can hand this off to a student so they can work on this very specific activity and learn as they're going through it. But some kids will try to get out of it. So if I try to click home and go back, it tells me, sorry, guided access is turned on. You have to triple click home to exit. Okay, now again, I put in another passcode that I generate for that, and now I have the ability to turn that on or off as I go through the process.